I'm so psyched for this session. Very good. There's a couple of people going, I guess, can introduce it and stuff again.
Yeah.
By the way, do you want a spotter? Like, on a real go?
It probably is okay.
Okay.
I'll have a, like, when I have like a work on any moves, I'll see if I'm going to fall anywhere, but hopefully it'll be okay.
Oh, you have enough time.
Yeah, got a lot of pads today.
Actually figured out the pads today. Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
All right then.
Yeah.
Good morning, William Bosey. Where are we today?
We're in Finland again, yeah. We're back at Burner Dreams, which is probably the hardest boulder in the world. It's a 9A, it was the first boulder to be given 9A. It was established, I think, in 2016 by Nali Hukataival. And it's not seen any repeats since then, so it's just his ascent. So it's been like 7 years, and yeah, we're back trying to climb it. I had my first session on it yesterday, and it went really well. I managed to do all of the moves, but didn't have too long and tried to save some skin and stuff for today. So hopefully today I'll be able to link some of the moves together, get some like good sort of links going, and then hopefully like iron out any little extra bits of beta I want to. So I'm just showing my whole sort of session, hopefully.
Okay. Well, before you pull on or warm up too much, lots of people wanted to know, how's your skin from yesterday?
Skin's good. Couple little cuts, but nothing too much. The training on the replica back in the UK, the holds were very similar, and I think my skin like built up quite well in preparation for this. So because I only had a 50-minute, hour-long session yesterday and had a lot of rest, I'm doing okay. I think by the end of this session it'll be pretty bad, but at the moment it's good.
Okay. What do you do to warm up? Or do you warm up? Was a big question.
Yeah. Yeah, so during this, when I'm resting, I'll be answering questions from yesterday that people have requested. So yeah, my warm-up, I don't do a lot of warming up in general. I do like some like dynamic stretching, and then in general either a little bit fingerboarding, or I'll just feel the positions and the holds, which is kind of what I'm doing a bit now, and then as soon as I feel good, get going.
Perfect. What's your goal for today's session?
Okay, yeah.
Apart from the send, which everyone believes is going to happen.
I don't know about that. So the goal for today's session is to try and work out this footwalk a bit better at the start, and also I'd like to link do the boulder from an extra move. So yesterday I did it from pulling on and doing the 5th move. Today I'd like to do the 4th move and the 5th move in a link. I'd be happy with that. So yeah, that sort of a thing is my warm-up. I don't know. I quite like just basically like engaging a bit, but not fully. At least when I'm outdoors. I find like my skin in general is really bad. I've got really wet skin and it falls apart pretty fast. So when I try hard outdoor projects, I need to warm up fast. Otherwise, if I go and do other boulders before, I'll get to the project with no skin left. So it's a battle.
Do you have any pre-ritual climbing things that you do?
A couple things, I guess. Like, not so much at the crag, but I always have to have a shower. If I don't have a shower in the morning, I feel like I lose like 2 grades. My skin's just like so greasy and sweaty the whole day otherwise. Other than that, nothing really. I don't think that would stick out.
No food?
No, I mean I pretty much will always have just plain oatcakes for breakfast, but I actually didn't manage to bring any out for this trip, so I was just having cornflakes. Plain cornflakes though, because you know, you can't have anything too exciting. That might be goal 1 ticked for the session. Okay, so I was watching a lot of videos yesterday, and I was placing my foot like this way against the wall, and in all the videos everyone places it this way, and that felt way better. I need to do it with the footwalk still, but that was really promising. That's a good start.
What's the temperature today and are conditions okay?
Conditions are perfect. I think this is the best day of the year, maybe. It's like driving over, it was like -4, I think. Perfect blue skies, clear, sun's out. So I imagine we'll get the sun in like hour and a half, so I'll need to stop then anyway regardless. But yeah, it doesn't feel too cold. I reckon I'll be in a t-shirt and stuff, so it's nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that's goal 1 ticked. I didn't feel still perfect. It's still hard, like holding for the mat. The foot came off, but it makes so I'm able to do the walk, which was a really good start. Yesterday, just after I think the stream, I tried it a couple more times, and I was really struggling to get the foot over. So that's really positive. Okay. And I'm starting to feel like I've got some warm.
Same.
This hold is like the one you match feels so much worse than on the replica. That's the one problem. This one feels a lot worse.
Yeah, there was a question actually. Which holds are the same and which ones are different to the replica?
They're all different. For sure. Like none of them are exactly the same. I mean, the starting right hand's very different. It's way better on the real one. The left hand does feel very similar, but a little grippier. This feels smaller. It doesn't look smaller, but feels smaller. And then this one feels worse as well. I guess maybe a bit slippier or smaller too. This feels maybe a little better, but pretty similar. And then this one feels a bit it feels a lot grippier, but a bit worse.
Okay.
Like it doesn't, it's not quite as easy to get. And then the top one's way better on this.
So how much sharper are the holds on your skin than the replica?
So many questions. Honestly, a bit. They are a bit sharper, for sure, but it's not so bad. The replica, like, first session, I was, like, basically after every session, I had to take a rest day, my skin was destroyed. So.
Nice.
That's good.
Okay. What do you think goes first?
What I wanted to do.
Is it?
I fell off, but
Oh, but-
I felt like I could do that.
Nice. I was like, right,
I
well,
was getting
we need a new session plan.
I'm like, don't worry.
Okay, nice. I was going to say, what do you think will go first, your skin or your strength?
I honestly think it's pretty even. I would find the same on the replica that I kind of felt like you keep trying. I was so like I'm always so excited, I don't want to stop, but you kind of like lose a little bit, especially this hold with skin gets a little bit worse, and then because you don't have the strength to hold out from the wall as well, it all kind of compounds. I think it's kind of the same. Okay, right. I'll probably just try. Do the last move and then do the length.
Yep.
I do think coming out onto the foot's good. I don't know, it feels like, I don't feel like I'm slipping on this foot, so
Okay, that's good.
I think it's probably worth doing. Okay. After saying that, of course, I slip in the foot.
It's okay.
It's hard to know if it's better, like, because it's so much closer together than on the replica.
Yeah.
That it does feel like you could just go from the lower one. I don't know if it is better, because I think the thing is, if you hit the top hold right, you're not going to fall off.
Yes.
It's just wherever you hit it. It's going to like make sure you hit it right.
And what makes the top hold so different to the replica?
The fact that it's rock and not plastic, basically it's got friction. So because it's like quite an open drag, you kind of, there's like a little lip that your middle two sit on, and on this you just like, it just catches your skin and you just stay, whereas on the replica you have to like really actively drive into it.
Yeah.
Which means if you like, if your body's not perfectly under it, you just slip off. Whereas on this you can actually swing out and still have a bit of grip.
Yeah.
Like that. I was just front two on the hold, missed the middle finger, the ring finger, and yet swung almost all the way and held it. Okay. Oh. Feeling a bit better on this. Sean was jumping from this foot, I think, as well.
So people have also asked, how's your beta different to Nally's so far? Or is it the same?
I think there's only two differences to Nally so far.
Okay.
Firstly, I put my thumb on this. I think Nally full crimp, but we hold in the same place. I'm assuming I'm saying Nally right, yeah.
Close enough. Nalle.
Nally.
Yeah.
Sorry. And then the other bit would be this hold. I'm trying to hold it as a free fingers and put the index round here, whereas I think Natalie was holding four in the top and then thumb where I'm putting my index, which kind of makes more sense, but I don't know. It just feels like a bit too small for me, that.
Nice.
Wow, I hit that so bad, and I just stayed on by campus matching. Whoa! I was again just on the front two, and like as I was slipping off, like came into this and just stayed on.
It was pretty sick, actually.
I really didn't expect to actually hold that. Okay, I'm feeling pretty warm now.
Nice.
I felt like I had power in that position.
So yeah. So your warm up for doing V17 is climbing the V17.
Yeah, it's pretty effective.
It is. You are warm enough to hold the holds. How much does the 5-degree difference between the replica and the real boulder change?
The problem is it's not a 5-degree difference. This has holds that are 5 degrees steeper, but not all of it is. Like the starting right hand hold is only 1 degree more, and it's way, way better. The holds feel a bit closer together. Other than that, it doesn't feel that different, which is cool. I think if you were to train on the replica at 45, you could do that. You could just come here and maybe then you could flash it.
So is the replica V18?
If it was on 45, I think so, yeah.
Nice.
If that exists, you know. cool because a lot of the feet, although some of them are way smaller, but they're still like little edges to the grip because it's rock. But some of the feet on this, compared to replica, are like a lot bigger and it's really nice. You just like put it on and you don't feel like it's just about to slip. It's cool. So, I'm gonna do that. So how do I get this in? Whoa! It's very snowy. Nice. Let's try that again.
You need a spotter to just walk around on the pads.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, pretty much. So the walking is more dangerous than climbing.
Yeah.
I found that out yesterday. Spotting, I fell over more.
That's typically the issue with snow.
Yes.
Pads.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need like crampon pads that have spikes in the bottom or something.
Well, we'll have to talk to someone about that for sure.
No, please don't ever make that.
Crampon pads.
Guess that's the issue of coming up on the high foot.
Mm.
Is when you come from below and you don't have the holds right,
Yeah.
it's quite easy to then not place it right.
Okay.
That's the link I want to do though today,
Mhm.
and it feels very doable. Does make me wonder though if the drop knee's good. If you try that again, so that you can
So you
make
can
sure
place
you
your
have
feet.
the holds right.
Yeah, yeah.
Because on the replica, this one feels a bit bigger,
Mm.
and it's really easy to get into, whereas on this it just feels really hard to actually get to right. Doing the jump with the other hand though, the original way, it just seems ridiculous. It seems so hard. So far above yourself and over.
And just for everyone asking, the Finnish person off camera is not Nally.
No.
No. It's another Finnish local that's just helping us out and brought some pads very kindly.
Yep.
And has a very cute dog. We'll bring him on to stream later.
Kinda will appreciate that.
Yeah.
Rumour has it now he's somewhere in the forest.
Yeah.
Dropping up food.
He's like the Gruffalo.
Yeah. I feel like you need like a brand new pair of shoes for each session. It almost seems like it's like very aggressive on them because they're being tiny edges. It cuts very fast.
People have asked, what shoes are you wearing?
510 Hangles. I've brought more to try on it because I was interested to see if it make a difference, but I think it was actually how I was placing my foot on that first one, so I'll
Okay.
probably stick with these. Yeah, they're just super light. Well, they're not super actually. Fairly aggressive then turn shoes, so pretty good on steep edges.
Amazing.
Whoa. Whew. Gets difficult to link the moves. That's the big problem. That hold, I was 3 fingers on it. I couldn't even get to the 4.
Mm.
Feels quite close, but I'm not quite sticking it. Maybe I do need to do the drop knee then, and actually make sure I get the holds well. Or have a lot more mats, and instead of going to the bad thing, just dino straight for the lip over there. That would be ideal.
Oh, goodness.
I mean,
Have you tried now less better for the final move?
the crossing this way.
Yeah.
I've not, but it just seems crazy off there. Maybe it'll work. I suppose you can use do you know, was he just jumping off the feet down there?
No idea.
Yeah. I'm guessing there's not much else, but it's just you have to be so strong on this pinch. I could give it a shot in a sec. Might try the drop knee first, and then try that. Oh, it's so weird this. I feel like what I need to do is get some thinner fingers.
What's the actual size of the holds?
They vary quite a lot. I mean,
Okay.
is that about 15 mil or something? It's
Around.
yeah, which is like kind of meant to be the sort of key hold, I guess. And then these ones are a bit bigger, but they're kind of like for only 2 to 3 fingers. They're weirdly like they go a bit deeper, but they're blocked in. They're fairly small. I think it's more it's just really steep, and all the feet are really unhelpful. And all the holds face the same way, so it's like everything kind of doesn't work. It's a very cool line.
Nice. Had it. Had it. Wee. Oh.
Oh, again, I'm missing the hold every time. Oh, I might go up and see if I can feel it. See what I'm doing wrong.
Do you need a spot?
Should be okay.
Okay.
Next week on YouTube fails or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the drop knee's away from me.
Okay.
Feels a little hard to get in, but then you don't actually need to use the other foot. Like I was able to just come straight to the high one, and it means you're already released in the body. Could be good.
God.
What am I? Ah, that's why.
Go on.
Put the tick mark in the wrong place.
Classic.
Yeah. Kids, don't use tick marks, especially if you're just going to put them in the wrong place.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I feel bad doing tick marks now after you saying that. Stick to this move to learn it at least. It's cool. Oh, okay.
Does
That
this
makes more sense. Because every single go I've hit it in the same place, just front two on the bit, and it's because I had the tick for the ring finger rather than for the middle finger, and I always tick for the middle. So that would explain why I was missing it. I hope. It's going to make no difference now, I'll go back on and fall straight off. We can hope.
Yeah, you're gonna brush it.
Okay.
Does this boulder remind you of any other climbs you've tried before?
I don't think so.
It's just a board, isn't it? On a rock.
Yeah, every moonboard climb I've done now. No, it's very different. It's a weird style. I'm not sure if that's in frame, but there's icicles falling off the side of the boulder,
No, that's not.
melting in the sun.
No, that's not quite in frame.
Yeah, it's weird because it is like a board climb, because it just holds on a flat wall basically, but it climbs in such a different style. I don't think I've tried anything like it other than the replica. I suppose that's the same. It's always hard to know because like I was like, yeah, I'll come here. I'll just start. This move's not so bad. I'll be able to just pull and do this link, but never actually works that way, does it? It was so hard to get to sleep last night. It's like my heart was just, I was trying to like relax, but I could just feel my heart going. And then like our upstairs neighbour started having like a DJ session at like midnight. The walls were basically shaking, it was crazy. I don't know if that's like just a thing that happens here or not.
Not that typical.
Not that typical, yeah, it was mad. It's like in the UK, if you're in apartments, like you wouldn't be doing that, but fun.
Allez. Come on. Allez, allez, allez. Allez, pousse. Oui.
Now it's coming together. I went too far to the other side of the hole, but it still worked. Oh, nice. Okay, so the left side of the hole's better than the right. That's really good knowledge. And the drop knee I think is good. Doesn't mean you have to basically be campusing on these, but makes this move easier, it's maybe better. Yeah, nice.
Do you want the ladders or do you want to walk around?
He normally does a really sketch jump down.
Okay, well,
Which?
that's also an option.
The problem is, when I jumped down yesterday, we put the pad there, I jumped on it, I then slid straight off the pad exactly to where the phone is,
Yes.
which I feel like...
We're not doing that today. You'll have to jump.
You can, if you just hold the pad. If you hold the crash pad, then it's okay.
Ready for the sketchness to begin.
Yeah, you
That
want
is
to just
fine.
stick one more on it and then we're
Yeah.
good.
There we go. Right.
Can you lay your leg down?
Might hit the phone.
You want to turn it maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go this
turn
way
it.
instead.
I don't want to go down the edge, obviously.
Yeah.
Don't try this at home, kids.
No.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Sake.
Oh.
There we go. That's chaos. He just.
I didn't get the shoes right, and that was what I was going for. So.
Yeah. Shoes are dry.
It's quite nice of it all being like snow and ice, because if it was all just rocks that you're falling onto, it wouldn't be so good.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for that. That was silly.
Yeah, you did pretty much a crowd dive. That's what they're saying. Crowd diving and climbing. I would have thought it.
I'm good at on the wall stuff. I'm not so good at off the wall.
Talking about that, how do you feel today compared to yesterday?
I think I'm a bit more tired. I don't feel too much worse, but I do think I'm a little bit worse.
Okay.
Hard to know though. Like, I think that move was feeling better yesterday, but I don't know if I was hitting the hold more. Like there, I still didn't hit the hold, but I stayed on, so. Nice, that's good though. That's the kind of both goals for the session.
Yeah.
I'd like to do the footwalk for the start though. That would be cool.
So, about the first move, you said in Stefano's video that was released yesterday that it was the hardest move, and it was around about 8C. Is it the same on the real thing?
Ah, okay, yeah, I was going to say on the replica it's the hardest move I've done for sure. The first move took 9 sessions to do, and I had to do it using like pulley assistance to slowly build the way in. And then it's hard to know from training on that coming to this if like all of that is like showing through. This definitely feels easier. But on the replica, I thought the first move was a 1 move 8B plus 8C boulder. I didn't feel anywhere near that on this.
Yep.
But I have essentially had, that was essentially session 11 on it, so.
True.
I think it's maybe like 1 move 8B or something. I think it's still pretty hard. It's hard to know. This is the problem. It's like cool to come to this prepared, but also then hard to know like how hard stuff is. It's all kind of, this sort of time difference is all gone in my head. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Probably like the training indoors is a little bit comparable to actually training on the real thing.
I think so, yeah. Basically, like I was thinking about this, like if I was to do it, you know how you always say how many sessions stuff's taken, you know, it's like this. Realistically, I have to specify that I've taken so many on the rock, whatever, but I have to also say that I've essentially had an extra 10 because I do think it is basically, although it's not quite the same, I think it is as close as you can get. Nice. So, at each session, I can just link one more move down. I've only got like 3 more sessions to go.
That was the question as well. How many sessions do you think this will take for you to send? If you were guessing.
I think it's really hard to say. It's a super low percentage boulder. Every move you can really easily mess up, and then every foot can slip. So even if you feel ready to do it, I think it could take a lot of sessions. I'm hoping this will be like my last working session, where I kind of get things figured out, which is kind of what's happening. And then from there I'll come with the sort of goals of trying to do big links and ideally send, but I have absolutely, like, I do not think I will send it next session. I'm not saying that. I think it could be, I don't know, I think it could be...
A bit like Mutation?
Yeah, a bit like Mutation. Hopefully it will go soon. Maybe it'll be 4 years. And then, yeah, back at the tour again, you know. Have to move out here to keep trying it. Wouldn't mind that though. It's pretty nice here.
Yeah, how is Finland? How are you enjoying it?
Oh, it's amazing. This is my first time here. I had been a couple of years ago to Helsinki airport for like flight transfer, but yeah, it's my first time actually in Finland, and it's really nice. The people are lovely. The scenery is amazing. In comparison to like the UK, where I don't know, you drive down like the M1 or something, you're going past big power stations and industrial buildings. But then here you're driving down this like the main motorway, and it's beautiful forests and lakes and snow everywhere, and you're like boulders all over the place. You're like, wow, I like this road. This is a lot nicer.
Come in November and everything is dark and miserable.
I mean, that's basically like, actually no. It's supposed to be like the north of Scotland. Edinburgh's not quite that bad, but yeah. Do you think we're the same latitude as the north of Scotland?
No, you're a bit southward.
Bit south.
Yeah,
Wow.
a bit south. I think it's around like a few hundred kilometers south in latitude or something like that.
Wow. Yeah, Edinburgh will be a long way
I'm
south
not sure.
for sure. There you go. Don't come in November. But other than that, do come. It's cool. I don't actually know what I'm trying now.
Just give it a red point, bro.
Yeah, I was like, what have I chalked up for? Like. Suppose I could pull on the start. See how it feels.
Read it.
Nice. That was good. Like a bit on the replica, you do one move and your hands feel a bit wet. But I just sweat so much and pull it on. It's hard. It's definitely hard.
What makes this V17?
It's hard.
It's hard.
Well, I mean,
Is it the rock
basically-
type? The angle? The holds?
So it's a mix of everything. Like the rock's not super grippy. It's a fairly slick rock.
Yeah.
But basically, I think it's the fact that a lot of the holds aren't awful. Like if you put them on a lesser angle, they'd be pretty good. But it's just because they all face the same way, and then all the feet are really bad and don't help that much. That it's the sort of the positions I think are absolutely desperate.
Yeah.
Because actually pulling on a lot of the holes to just pull on the wall isn't that bad in comparison to trying to like move between the positions. So I think it's the movements are really hard.
It's really odd that compared to some like other really hard boulders, for example in Font, the holds just seem non-existent.
Exactly.
But those actually feel like holds.
Yeah, exactly.
Even to a normal climber, you can actually like stand under it and grip and put some pressure on the holds, but
Yeah, it's
probably
really
comes
weird.
down to the positions and actually generating force on them.
That's a good point. If you go to font and look at basically a 6A, it's going to have worse holds than this probably. It's ridiculous.
Very true.
Oh, get wind.
Oh no.
Let's get
That's
behind
cold.
that. Might need to get the fan out, to be fair. I'm pretty warm.
Okay, I'll bring the fan over.
Thanks.
Oh, where's the tripod? The other one.
It's over here.
Can I have it?
Yeah.
Sorry, maintenance.
Nice.
Thank you. At it. Nice. Come on. Yeah, come on, fight. At it. At it. Allez, oui. Allez, pousse. Allez, allez.
Oh,
So close.
whoa.
Nice.
That's a good little link.
Yeah.
That's
Good.
hard. Okay, when you do the move, for real,
Yeah.
like, because I'm like so much worse than the holds, and my body's further over, meant putting the drop me in was harder.
Okay.
I debated just going straight through. And then when I put it in and kind of get the holds, it kind of feels good, but
Not sure. To be decided whether you use the drop knee or not.
I think so, yeah.
It's actually really nice to see you on this boulder live, because on the videos you always look so chill. Now, when I can actually see your expressions, I can see that you're really, really trying hard, and that doesn't really like come
Come
out
across
in the
sometimes,
videos
yeah.
so often.
No, I'm trying really hard, for sure. Yeah, it's pretty next level, this thing. Oh. Like, it's first session obviously went super well, but it was quite short. And it was after trying all this time on the replica, and I was a bit like, hard to say like how it actually feels, but already this second it's feeling pretty clear that this is probably the hardest thing I've tried. It's cool. The hardest thing I've tried that's been done, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's always the Burning Nightmare tour project.
And people have asked, if you were to send this, will you try Nally's other project?
Yeah, if I've got time for sure. That
Sisu project.
Sisu project, yeah, it looks incredible. But I've not got any plans at the moment. My plan is just to work this. If I was to send this with days left on the trip, then 100%, but I feel like that's probably not going to be the case.
How long are you staying in Finland?
I'm here till the 27th of when I booked. I could stay a bit longer. Coming on this trip, I had 23 days that I'm able to be here. So I potentially could extend the trip for a bit. But I wanted to basically come for a shorter trip, check it out, and then see what adjustments need to be made on the replica so that I can actually like just keep looking at weather, and when weather's good, potentially come, but be like feeling good, strong for it and stuff. I wanted to see basically if I was just wasting all my time, because I just didn't know.
Clearly you're not.
Yeah, it definitely helped.
So will you adjust the replica at all when you go back? If you don't send it this trip?
It's so hard to say. I think I will try and make the foothold smaller on the replica.
Okay.
Either that or try and do the moves that use those feet that feel okay with like added weight.
Okay, nice.
That move is so much harder on this than on the replica. This is really frustrating. I feel like this is the crux for me,
Okay.
is doing this match. and doing it well enough that I can move.
Can you grade the individual moves on the real thing?
On the real thing, yeah. Probably not at the moment. It's hard to say because I feel like I've trained a lot on them. But yeah, the first move probably somewhere around 8B. The second move, just coming across, not so hard. Actually getting it well, holding the release and changing the fingers, it's probably going to be like 8A. This move 7C or 7B, 7C. When you have this perfect and you just pull on, I guess it's not quite as bad. So yeah, in that sort of 7B range, maybe 7B, 7C.
Yep.
And then this move's probably not so bad. 7A, 7B, and then 7B, 7C or something.
Okay.
My friend asked me to ask you that one move in, all the way to the top. Do you have an estimate
Of the grade.
Yeah. That's a separate line.
What, like a stand start?
Yeah, basically just one move in, without the first move.
Including the footwalk.
No, just
Just
from there.
pulling on.
Yeah, from
Just
there.
Still probably gonna be like 8B plus, somewhere in that range. I mean, if I was to just turn up to this boulder without having trained specifically for it, there's absolutely no way that I would get there in the first session or so. So I mean, this is the second session after training, and that link I think is what I just fell off there. I feel like I can do, but it's probably in that 8B plus, 8C maybe. It could even be in that sort of difficulty. Yeah, it probably is 8C.
Yeah.
And then the first move and the footwalk just adds a lot, and then so much uncertainty to it because it's so low percentage from there on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like in general this sort of thing, especially if I trained, I feel like that sort of grade I'd be able to do quite quickly a lot of times. So in this sort of board style, so yeah, it must be really hard. I hadn't actually ever thought about that, but that's cool. I hope it's hard.
Yeah.
Really what I should try is linking from here, but it's kind of a weird pull on. And I feel like practicing this move this session is what's important,
Yes.
so that I actually have a chance when I come from the ground to stick this bit.
Sounds good.
Oh, I will quickly. I was just trying holding the right hand a bit lower.
Yeah.
Which means you basically get 3.5 fingers instead of 4. Which would make the max really easy if you come straight to the good bit, but it's a lot harder to hold that. So. 3 fingers better. So much to debate.
Yeah.
I don't know.
At it.
Oh, I wondered if I could just hold it with the foot coming off when it pinged. Nope, I need to hold the foot. Oh, it's hard.
How's the skin?
Falling apart, but not so bad yet.
How's the strength?
No, this is the problem with this boulder, because you kind of pull on for one move and then come straight off. You can always feel like you've got strength.
Okay.
So I feel strong, but I'm probably getting tired. I don't know.
Another friend was asking what height are you? What's your measurements?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm 5'9", which is 176 centimeters.
Oh.
And I think I have +2 inch 8th index, which is 4.5 centimeters.
Yeah.
5 centimeters, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And I weigh 67 kilos.
Okay.
I've in like the last 2 years I'd gone up a bit and went up to like 65, and then basically just trying this replica I've then put on like an extra 2 kilos, which is kind of funny. Because like using the pulley and it was like, oh, I just need to take off 2.5 kilos, I can do the first move, and I was like, but I've just put on the weight, and then I did the move and I was like, that doesn't make sense, but hopefully it's muscle I put on. Cool that there's just no other foot down here. Like higher up in this section there are options, but down at the bottom there's just the like 2 feet. I suppose I preferred the super low start foot, but it seemed hard to use. Place this. I was like on the toe, and that's I think the big problem. You can't fight for a lot of moves if you place the foot wrong, or you get the hand wrong. You're kind of like basically off. Like every time I'm at the moment trying to then do the readjust, it just comes straight off. Right. Any other questions, or are we good?
I mean, there's tons of questions. But I think people want to see a bit more climbing. But people are asking, do you not take any rest?
Well, this is the thing. I want to show climbing, and I want to keep climbing because I'm psyched. I should rest. I'm really bad at resting. I normally end up having like really short, intense sessions, getting completely destroyed, thinking, oh, I probably could have done that if I'd taken it more chill. But then like I get too psyched working out all the beta and then destroy myself. So yeah, I do rest normally. I'm just in these sort of sessions I get really psyched. Maybe that would help.
Yeah.
I could take my shoes off after this go and then chill a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if the drop knee, there's actually a higher up spike.
Yeah.
That's more in cut.
Mm.
It's pretty deep in.
Yeah, true.
Might be a bit hard to like put in, but
At it. Hello, Will. Nice. There you go.
Wow, when you hit that hold right. So good. Sweet, so that's an even bigger link. Now, I actually feel pretty good on the mental. I'm not going to end up falling all over the place for everyone again.
You're not going to do another crowd dive for us?
No.
Alright. We'll save it to one a
Sweet,
stream.
that's
Well done. That was
that's
epic.
the 1, 2, 3 move link. Is that 3?
I have no
1,
idea.
2, 3. Yeah. You'd think I'd be able to count 3 moves, but... Right, I'll take my shoes off for a bit.
Alrighty.
Some questions.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, then if I do the 4 move link,
Mm-hmm.
basically the stages left are the 4 move link, and then the 4 move link with the footwalk, and then descending the boulder, which is pretty cool.
Epic. Alright.
I also don't know if you want to show the surrounding
Yeah, we might do a
actual
little
area.
tour. Oh, we've got to interview the dog as well.
Yeah.
You know. Come on. You can come on stream. There you go.
ask her to come there. Well, she'll come and say hi.
Nice.
Just go and sit on the ground, and she'll probably come and say hello.
We can all get a dog on stream. This is rest period.
I can't.
someone might need to work out how to do a jacket. I'm not... Oh, there we go. I'm not very skilled at a lot of things.
Hello. Come.
It's better.
You can come. It's okay. It's okay. Hey. Sorry, stream.
Yes, it does not smell shop. Right.
Are you on stream? I don't
Turn
know.
the phone a little bit.
Yeah. Look. Oh. No.
Look at it.
There we go.
I see.
Posing for you all.
Yeah.
Aw.
Then the drop needs good.
Rest time dog break. There you go. You can all therapeutically watch a dog for a bit. And this is our Finnish expert for the day.
Yeah.
Expert is a bit high.
Yeah, no. I mean, you're Finnish. I think that makes you an expert on being Finnish.
Okay, well that's true.
Yeah. Far more than us.
Yeah. Yeah, currently our extent of Finnish, I think, is hitos.
Yeah, we can just say thank you to everyone.
Oh, well that's already one word.
Yeah, we say hello and thank you, and that's about it. And then we just smile the rest of the time.
Yeah, but luckily Finland, everybody knows how to speak English pretty well, so.
Yeah. But I obviously must look quite Finnish because everyone just continues to speak to me in Finnish, and I just am like, oh no.
You're blonde and your skin is pretty pale, so.
Yeah, everyone's just like, she's back in the homeland, and I'm like, I'm actually not from here. But yeah, right. What are your 5 crag essentials? Well,
5 pairs of shoes now.
5 pairs. Could be. What are the 5 pairs of shoes?
Essential things: chalk,
Yeah?
shoes. I feel like there's nothing like that's going to be super.
Not your fan?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that'll be like different, I guess, from expected. But yeah, fan is super important for me because I've got super like sweaty skin.
Yeah.
Without wind, I find that I'll be like, even on this, it's pretty cold here. I mean, we're surrounded by snow, and if I do one move, I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm sweating already. So
Yeah.
Conditions one of your.
yeah, conditions, yeah, exactly. So
Correct.
yeah, the fan, chalk, shoes. Other than that, there's not too much. If you can bring a ladder, I think a ladder's amazing.
Nice.
It makes climbing a lot easier. You can just go straight up. Yeah, I don't think there's much else, to be honest.
What's your crag snack? Go-to snack?
I don't eat a lot of crags, but I'll normally just bring like a, either if I'm out for a big day, oatcakes again, or just like a packet of biscuits, like chocolate biscuits, like
Like today.
yeah, like in the UK, always like packet digestives or something.
What do you do when you celebrate, when you normally send a boulder?
Go straight to Paris and go clubbing. No. Normally, I don't know. I mean, it kind of changes after Alpine went out for a nice meal and had some like beers. I don't know. I don't normally do too much. I guess it depends on what it is and how much time you spend and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But there's nothing. Too much.
Have you got a question for Will?
Well, there was my friend put a print screen from here. Bonesaw girl, does the dog still have its balls? No, she does not.
Nice.
Oh, God. Right.
That is funny.
Oh. Someone's also asked, you're a lead climber, right? So why are you bouldering?
I have been asking myself that every morning, basically, for the past year or so. I wake up and I'm like, what is going on? Yeah, I've always considered myself a lead climber, up until maybe the last year where somehow I just got sidetracked by boulder projects. Like I went to the Czech Republic with the goal of lead climbing and only did 2 routes and like 20 to 30 boulders or something. I just kept getting psyched by them. And then I was like, oh, it's okay, I've got a project in the UK, I'll train for lead over the summer. And then what actually happened was Sean released his Alpine video. I watched that, got ridiculously psyched, was like, right, I guess I'm training for that. And then the same thing basically happened with this.
Yeah, what got you psyched for this one?
Yeah, well that was the thing. It was one of those climbs where I was like, oh no, this is too hard, you know, I've obviously watched Nal... I can't say it anymore. Nali?
Nalle.
Nali.
Nalle.
Nali. Yeah. I'm sorry, Nali. No, like, I watched his film initially, and then I've seen like a lot of strong people come and try it and not do it, and I was like, oh, there's no way, like it's going to be way too hard for me. I kind of always wrote it off. I was like, I mean, I've got a lot of other things that I was more psyched for, and then basically the same thing happened. Sean put up some YouTube videos. I watched them. I was watching them. I was like, it's happened again. Like I've got so psyched. I was like, oh no, I need to go and check it out. So. Like, I always wanted to come and see it one day, but I was never that focused, whereas, yeah, basically, I get really psyched, and I just watch videos, and then I'm just like, okay, I need to go try that now.
So
yeah.
Do you think you perform better if you don't have that high expectations of actually doing something? If we think about yesterday, for example, like the first session, psych, and surprised that you actually could do so many of the moves and good links.
Yeah, quite possibly. I don't know, because I've got quite into like flashing stuff in the last year. I put a lot of focus on that. That's like basically how I got into the bouldering more, was because I wanted to flash an 80 plus boulder. That was like the goal I set, which I then did in the check, and then instead of stopping bouldering and going back to lead, I just kept going because I got really into it. So I think I'm quite good at when it comes to like certain things, being like, oh yeah, I know I can do this. I need to go and like do it as well. But I think it's quite nice that a lot of things I've kind of come to try. Like Elfane, I didn't expect to do it on that first trip. I expected it to be a learning trip as well. I think maybe I do perform a bit better when you sort of... But I guess that's what's good with outdoors in general. Other than flashing, you remove the pressure. Basically, the rock's not going anywhere unless I'd like snap a hold off or something, I guess.
Which you're quite good at doing.
Which I'm quite good at doing.
But that's actually a pretty like hard thing about climbing outdoors, is that you build up expectations and you build up pressure. How do you actually do you have any tools for that? How do you prepare for that, or don't you just care?
I think I don't know. It's a hard one to answer, because I think obviously I do feel pressure and stuff, and I will have expectations. Like I was like hoping to do the link on this session and stuff, but basically the way I kind of always looked at it is, as long as I learn at least one little thing, no matter if it's slightly turning that foot makes that foothold a little bit better, I always feel like it's been a positive session. I'm never like that sometimes, but for sure more recently I've not been so focused on like going, right, I'm going to do it this session. It's like it's a lot nicer when you always kind of like thinking, oh, it's far away in the future, like now I just need to focus on little things and we'll get there.
Yeah, but you seem to really enjoy climbing.
Yeah.
It's something that really doesn't show in many videos with pro climbers. They don't get that happy or excited, but you really show it.
Yeah, I don't know. I really like climbing. Yeah, like as I was saying at the start of the stream, I like struggled to get to sleep last night. I was like, I could feel my heart going. I was so excited from basically like I've basically been like smiling the whole time I've been in Finland. To be fair, I've been like driving like, we're going to Bergen today. Like I don't know. I just get really psyched. I don't know if there's anything I've done to do that. It's not like I'm not done mental training or anything, but yeah.
Are you dreaming about the boulder?
I did have one dream about the replica before before the session where we filmed with Stefano, that's up on his YouTube now, which you should go and check out and subscribe to, because he said if he gets to 100,000 subscribers he's going to come out here, so come on.
If you want Stefano out,
but
subscribe.
Yeah, before that day anyway, I had a like horrendous nightmare, like it obviously wasn't, but I basically just couldn't, I was having a session and I couldn't do any of the moves anymore. I was just like, everything wasn't working. I couldn't keep the feet on, I couldn't hold the holds, and I was just like, I woke up and it was like, oh man, like my training's gone down so much. And then I went and had like the best session I had, but I've not been dreaming about the real one yet. I feel like that'll come soon though.
And has the live stream affected your session at all?
I don't think so. I'd maybe take a bit more rest between some of the goes, because I feel like I do want to climb a bit for you guys, but I don't think it's been that different at all, really. I mean, yeah, I think it's the same. I think that's why I'm doing it again today. I was obviously wanted to try it yesterday, and I was just having a bit of fun because I was like, I'll show the flash go, but actually I don't think it affects things too much, so I thought it's cool, and if people are psyched, I'm kind of happy to do it.
Yeah.
Get good phone service here, so.
Yeah, unlike the UK.
Yeah.
Can't even get phone service in your house.
Yeah, exactly, it's crazy. Right, what did I do there? I did from here.
Yes.
So I should try this.
Yeah.
Back to trying this move. This move I feel like I'm going to try a lot this trip. A lot. Hopefully though, I will learn it really well, that if I don't do it, I can actually make sure the replica is perfect for it, and then I will come back stronger.
Hello, well. That's it.
That was better.
Mhm.
It was interesting, the match. I've
Go on.
like held it in a way I've never like held before, but it meant I couldn't move my fingers.
Yeah.
But it felt kind of strong. So I was like, oh, I can maybe do this move, but then hit that hold and just slip straight off it. Oh, that was good.
That's good.
Resting works. I've lost the brush.
Do you want another one?
No, I've got one. It's okay.
Okay. Got our Mandarin.
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
He has biscuits and I have fruit.
Sounds
I just don't I find it hard to eat when I'm at the crag. I'm always just like climbing. I find it so hard to stop.
It's not really for you. I don't think you like them.
Yeah.
No.
Bye then.
can guarantee. No.
Yeah, we're gonna go and buy you a treat.
Yeah, exactly. Repelled by a tangerine. Massacre? What is it, Link?
I usually bring treats to the crag, but I forgot this time.
Oh.
We're gonna try something right now. If this works, it changes the game.
What are you trying?
Just gonna try and break the entire sequence.
Epic.
Because I've been wanting to try this, but I didn't try it on the replica because I didn't think it would be worth doing. So even if it worked on that, probably wouldn't work on this.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably going to be a very uneventful 10 seconds, or the most eventful 10 seconds of the trip.
I took all the orange off in one.
Oh, nice. That's probably more
Great
impressive than the
success.
climbing.
This is my success of the day.
How would you grade that?
Yeah, right.
Now that's 9A.
Yeah, unlike this
Yeah.
glorified 80 plus.
Hello, well. Allez. Nice. Whoa.
Whoa.
Naiad heel hook.
Yeah, exactly. Struggling on a boulder, crack out an Naiad heel. Okay, basically, if I could have got my right foot up onto something, I don't see why I wouldn't have been able to come to there. And then already in this position I can hold the cut loose. All I need to do is basically drive a foot on that so that I don't fully cut and then cut in, and that potentially could skip the crux. Other than the
Absolutely.
first move, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, either this is going to be genius or I'm about to waste 5 sessions.
Are you going to downgrade another boulder?
I'm already...
Are you going through the heel?
They're not brand new, unfortunately. Okay, can I get...
Power spot?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that I can try... Basically, if I can get... So I got to this fine. Maybe I could bump this hand,
Yeah.
actually. I need to get to this. Okay, yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, so there.
That's gonna be hard.
Yeah, that's going to be really hard. I think it would work to here.
How about if you actually jump to the final hold with the heel hook, but going with left? Because you would have your right foot positioned already for the jump, and you would have your right what do you call it, like right side of the body onto the wall. That way the rotation will go in the right direction.
Just absolutely, just like tack tack. Do you think you could?
Yeah, if you're there with your right hand and your heel hook.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. I think because the way that Nali was jumping, I think it's potentially that and this. So it's not that different.
And you could pull with your heel hook, or at least engage yourself towards the wall.
Yeah.
Before that.
Ideally, we get the heel on this spike, because currently it's on like a flat edge under the hold, which means I can hold the hold the same way for the first move. Which if I could just drop to like 2 fingers, you could just put it on a spike, and then I think it'd be super casual.
Yeah.
Okay, this is confusing things now.
This is more like how the climbing process goes. Gonna rabbit hole.
It's a hard cutlass.
Spicy.
Yeah. Suppose if the heels stayed long enough, you would be able to get them perfect, but it's still not really ideal. I wonder what you're saying though, but right hand on the higher one, on the better bit. So the left hand to the low one,
And then right.
right hand to there, left hand down to the other crimp,
And then jump.
and then jump.
I can't see how that could be possible with your right hand, but I'm not you.
Yeah, true.
I'm just visioning that you can actually get some like support from that lower right hand if you would jump over with your left hand. You want a power shot?
I feel like it's the only way to realistically try this without wasting tons of energy, but it's hard to know what I want to try.
Okay. Well, when you figured it out.
Yeah, maybe I give it another.
Okay. Where are you going from and where are you going to?
I'll just try and hold these,
Okay.
so I can get pushed into that position, which I think is basically impossible. So I'm just trying to do what I did before.
Yeah.
Okay, take that off.
Add it.
Oh. It's not too far. I mean, you are like gonna then have to take the swing of your life.
Well, you were positioned right. You weren't coming like sideways to the jump. So that would kill off the rotation at least a bit.
What do you think? Should I keep trying this?
That was your first go with that beta, and it looked possible. At least worth exploring.
I wonder, basically, if I could get the right foot out to this, without the heel slipping, I could maybe just hold the release.
Maybe it would be far enough up to the right.
Because like down there doesn't feel good enough. I'm brushing the wrong hold, but the jump does feel like a really long way. Is the problem, but
Jump pushed into the move.
yeah, I'll need to be.
Yep.
I don't think, I won't be able to twist, annoyingly. I think I'm going to keep starting here. Sorry.
It's okay.
trying to do it without the foot up.
Ah, I
See
was
if I
like,
can smear.
so much heavier.
Sorry. I think you can just push me from here. And I'll see.
Yep.
Okay. We go for it. Oh. Okay. Oh no. I like how you just completely go away. Okay.
Yeah. Come on.
Interesting.
That's what I was thinking.
I managed to take all your weight on one hand, so you're not actually that heavy. For anyone wondering.
Okay. I mean, that was the release. Problem, and for sure you could match in, but you're not going to have it that well.
But again, that didn't look, from a viewer's perspective,
Easier.
it didn't look that easy, as easy as, for example, your drop knee beta.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
You should see if anyone's saying I should stop trying this or not.
Yeah, I'll go see what the masses are saying.
Yes, it comes down to if you're actually gonna try a red point burn. If not, then you're not gonna lose anything trying like something different.
Yeah, true. I think it'd be pretty hard to send today. I feel like it probably needs to be start the session on them fresh.
Quite a lot of people are saying, weren't you a lot closer with the OG beta?
Yeah, I was.
But this is Will's process.
But if this works, it would be better. So I feel like I should try at the start of the
Next session, maybe.
And it's always more interesting if you send it with a completely different beta.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's a big bit of skin coming off.
Hopefully I'm not ruining your stream video with my
no.
nonsense.
No.
No, absolutely not. I think he's making it more fun. There's a few people saying, let's play. You've had 10 sessions on the other beta.
Just because basically, if you did the first move, you could just put the heel, and it took all the weight. Like I could see yourself easily getting to these holds. So it takes out like 3 of the hard moves.
Yeah.
It would just then be whether you can do the release. I mean, I did the release. I don't know if I just don't think it's good. Because the problem is then with this, trying to claw on this will be really hard.
Yeah. Would a newer one help? Like a newer Naiad? Got pushed in.
It should be okay.
Okay.
Do you think
Go on.
the release could be easier if you actually went with your left hand to the lower hand, then released, then bumped it up, and then brought your right hand? Go ahead.
Hopefully not a polar bear.
Yeah, let's hope.
Maybe. I do feel like it's maybe not ideal this, but it's cool that it works, the second move with just the heel.
It
I
is
did always
cool.
wonder.
It is cool.
I'm getting so bored.
And it. Come on.
It's so much easier.
Yeah.
Like, so much easier than doing that.
Mm.
I don't know if it's going to be worse overall, though. Just because you have that hard release. And also I hit this rather than that bit, but for a first go actually trying that.
Yeah, look.
You didn't get your index finger on the hold, it was on the side.
Yeah.
Ah, down here, yeah. Yeah, I think this is better still. Ooh. Oh yeah, I may have destroyed the shoe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's completely.
So do you need a new one then?
Shows you though, it's taking a lot of weight.
Yeah,
Do
you're
that,
pulling
so.
really hard on the heel.
Well, there you go, very interesting. There's a new method. A new method, and I mean, it did all the moves bar the little bump at the top there. Looks
Yeah.
against the first one, but being pushed in, for sure, like that would work. Now I'm very confused. I don't know if that's good or not. It feels really good, but
It looks very good.
yeah, it's hard to say if it's actually going to be the best way. Because yeah, just putting the foot straight up meant that like it was still chill to match in and everything.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not the one climbing it.
Me neither currently.
Yeah.
Sorry?
So I was drinking water, but because it's been sat in snow, it's
It's
so
cold.
cold.
Burden of dogs.
Would you like a cookie?
I would love a cookie.
Everyone else.
Yeah, I never say no to a biscuit or a cookie.
Yeah.
Or treats in general. Thanks.
They are gluten free, but it just means they're made with oats.
Yeah.
That's not gluten.
I don't care.
Yeah. It's chocolate. At it.
Oh. Whoa.
Would you like a cookie?
Oh, okay, thanks. I mean, that went pretty bad
Yeah.
on most moves, and I almost did that link.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Did well.
Whoa.
You know, after a while of watching well used,
Get used to it.
yeah, it just becomes the norm.
Yeah, I think just from there it's gonna be like it's gonna be 80 plus or something. Feels hard. Whoa. I feel like completely dead by the time you actually like are setting up for that move. Any other questions? You probably need a minute.
Looking up more questions. For sure. I need to go get them. Oh, there was one. What's your perfect connies outside for climbing in general?
Normally about this sort of temperature, so about that sort of 0, like -5 to 5 and a little bit of wind. That's probably perfect for me.
Can you rank Honey Badger, Burden of Dreams, Terra Nova, and Alphane? Hardest to easiest.
Wait, what were them all again?
Honey, Burden, Terra Nova, and Alphane.
Just the 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so
The 4 you've pulled on to.
this is gonna sound. It's kind of hard because I've had a lot of sessions on this technically for replica.
Yeah.
But I'd be willing to even just stick it out there and say that potentially Terra Nova is as hard as Burden. I don't know if it's harder. I mean, I got so shut down on that.
I mean,
I had a good few days I tried it. I couldn't touch. I did like a handful of the easy moves. Like, I couldn't touch the hard ones on it. I spoke to, because after doing Alphane, and when I wasn't really sure what's harder between that and Honey Badger,
yeah.
because I think Alphane's a lot more technical, whereas Honey Badger physically felt maybe as hard, like around that level at least. But I remember chatting to Adam and saying that Terra Nova was for sure harder than both of those.
Yeah.
And he didn't believe me, but I think it's really, really hard. I think that could be, it could have been the world's first 9A.
Just Adam's that strong.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Like, it's maybe not, it maybe is 8C+, it's not so much my style, but I mean, it is just pulling on tiny crimps. I thought I'd do okay, but I got so shut down on it. So it's between that and this, probably. I need to try this a bit more, though.
Okay.
I think that, yeah, they're in pairs.
They're in pairs. Okay, nice. And then there is a question, when is Steph coming? We don't know. We're trying to convince him.
When everyone subscribes and he gets to 100,000 subscribers, I think he said he'd fly out, which is quite funny, but hopefully that'll be soon.
What do your rest days look like?
It kind of depends. I mean, back in the UK, I try and stay in the house as much as I can. I quite like, so I'm quite happy to sit on a computer for most of the day if I can. Out here I'll probably stretch a bit, maybe watch some stuff and not do too much. I quite like trying to like take them as actual rest days where you do just sit around, and I find that active rest doesn't help me that much, so yeah.
If you send this, do you want to do your own 9A FA?
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Where is it though?
yeah, good question. I mean, I've got. This is super sad. I had a project that I was really psyched on locally to Sheffield. I was nicknaming it Burden and Nightmares because it's absolutely awful. But I actually broke the truck's hold off not that long ago, which is a shame. It doesn't work anymore. And then there was another 9A project, actually just the left of it, and it was a bit better maybe, but I found a knee bar that completely breaks it. So that's probably only 8C now. But yeah, I'm for sure keen. I'm looking for a really hard project that I'd like to first send. I've got a couple in Scotland that I know of, but it's just so hard to get conditions. Basically, whenever I look at the weather, it's raining, and I'm like, oh man.
People want to know how you grew the beard out.
I just stopped shaving. I don't know. There wasn't much to it. We trimmed it before coming here a bit, a bit of weight loss to help, but no, I just stopped shaving. I didn't do anything different. I've always shaved every day. I've never tried to like grow my beard out or anything, so I just wanted to see what it would look like.
Nice. Are you planning to go to Colorado at any point? And if so, what are you going to try?
Loaded question, I feel like. Yeah, so I'm hoping to go there in May. I've not actually got plans of specific boulders. Obviously, it'd be amazing to check out Megatron. I think it would suit me really well. It's crimpy undercuts and heel hooks. But I've never climbed outside in the US, so I just want to go and try and do as much as I can.
Amazing.
So there's nothing specific on the list.
Are there any holds that are on Burden that are not on the replica that are useful to you? Or that would be useful for a shorter climber?
Yeah. So the hold at Nally?
I don't know. We've lost our Finnish
his
expert.
original beta that he was trying before he sent, the little crimp out to the left. I think if you're shorter, it means you don't have to stand the foot all the way to the side.
Yeah.
But even Sean, who's like 5'6" or something, he can get the foot. So I think you'd have to be really short to need to use that one.
Yeah.
We didn't replicate that because it's absolutely appalling, and that beta I think is so much harder.
Yeah.
And now potentially there's this other thing that I found for the heel hook method, but yeah, this is the thing, until you actually come and try it, you're never going to know because the boulder's always going to be different.
How important are the shoe choice on burden?
I think very, because the feet are so small, and you have to put so much tension. Like, I mean, you've probably seen from some of my attempts, as soon as the foot pops, even though I feel I'm trying as hard as I can, it looks like I'm just falling straight off, I think. And it just doesn't work without keeping the tension. So I think having like the stiff, like aggressive downturn is very important.
Do you eat anything on your oatcakes?
In general, no. So for breakfast, always plain oatcakes. It's absolutely awful. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. It's really dry. It kind of tastes a bit like cardboard. But it does mean you drink a lot of water. However, if I'm just snacking on oatcakes during the day, I'll eat them. I'll like slice Parmesan cheese on them. I eat a lot of Parmesan cheese. It's the secret, I reckon. I got the sun coming onto the top now.
Okay. Well, it'll melt that little ice puddle then.
Yeah, so the session will probably be coming to a finish pretty soon.
Yeah.
Get it? Finish. I'm sorry, you can just leave it there.
Yeah, all just leave. The jokes have come out.
Any others? Or?
I mean, there's way too many, Will.
Right.
There's a lot about other
Thanks for all the
climbs.
questions.
Yeah, thank you guys. It's been so many. But yeah, there's a lot about other climbs that, like, are you going to go try Flash Action Direct?
Yes. I never thought that was something I would ever consider trying, but Alex was saying a lot that I should go and try and flash it, and he would come Beeley and tell me all the beta. So I feel like I should try, and then because of that I've then been like, oh, I should train for it. I'm not in like mono shape or any pocket shape, so I shouldn't go now, and then I just never ended up going. So I don't know if that's a bad cycle, but yeah, I would be psyched.
Is there a big difference when the boulder goes into the sun?
Yeah, big time. Basically, the rock starts heating up, and for me, with my sort of skin, it gets the friction just feels so bad. It gets really sweaty, and yeah, I just really struggle to basically even hang on the wall.
I don't know if you can read that and who it's from.
How's the texture?
Yeah, how's the texture from Max?
Good. Better than the replica. So if you're in lattice and at any point and you feel the holds, you can be a bit more psyched, to come. Yeah, the thing is weird. Like the holds for sure are slippier than a lot of outdoor rocks, but
Apparently someone's camped next to Nally and they go, do you want me to ask him anything? How do you do this? If you truly are, how?
yeah, how? Any tips? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anything that would help would be sick.
You off again?
And that breaks the hunt. I was like hit the floor like that.
A Nally hunt,
Yeah,
like a
exactly.
Where's Wally?
Wow. Okay, so I haven't really fixed the problem that I can't keep the foot on. So I've achieved one goal out of two.
Okay.
Hard to know though if it's I'm tired and it's skin now that I'm coming off. But
How is the skin?
I'm going back to that sort of committing to just coming to the hold and trying to hold it.
Mm-hmm.
But then you just can't move.
Yeah.
That you can't change the fingers in the campus unless you have it perfect, which you'll never have.
Mm-hmm.
And if they are like watching it or something, then I apologise for saying your name wrong.
Yeah. Linguistics is not Will's strong point.
No.
Climbing is.
You could ask him if he ever tried the heel, I suppose.
Oh yeah, if he tried the heel, I guess. Who knows? I don't know how long he tried it for before he did it. Yeah, it was years, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Probably had a good look at everything.
3 to 4 years, I think. The service here is absolutely spot on. No, you only how can
This is the thing, this beat is so hard. Maybe the heel is good, I don't know.
I don't know.
You're just better at heel hooking than normal.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, definitely. I prefer heels over toes. So.
That's the lead climber coming out.
Yeah, exactly. Still a lead climber at heart. Yeah, I was meant to be an arc with trying Excalibur, but so psyched for this.
Got it. Nice.
It's getting better.
Mm-hmm.
I still can't hold the foot. But I think it's because my skin's a bit worse and I'm a bit tired and now I'm not able to just do this move without feeling bad.
Okay.
But I was doing it at the start of the session,
Mm-hmm.
so I think I'm getting a bit better. Just holding in like such. The problem is for me, if I come to it how I want to,
Yeah.
my fingers are too big that I don't have room for the index,
Mm-hmm.
so it gets on this really bad bit. Maybe I should be going to it 3 fingers though, like front free rather than back free. And
Yeah.
just skipping the pinky and going to the good bit with these.
So cool.
You want
Hard.
my gloves and use them.
Oh no, it's the water. It hurts my teeth
Oh.
because I've left it on the floor. It's like ice. It's like a slushy now, my water.
My Oreo for the coffee, but it's still hot if you want some.
Oh, it's okay. We're actually not. Don't really drink coffee. Well, I never drink coffee. Will doesn't either.
I'll try
We drink
the high
water.
foot again. 'Cause if that worked, it would be the dream. The high foot would be the dream.
Indeed. We're on a coffee debate here.
Yeah. I don't really drink hot drinks that much, to be fair.
No, nor do I. Just drink water.
Are you telling me that there's 2 out of 3 people here that are Brits and they don't drink tea?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, we don't drink. We don't drink tea. No.
Is that just a stereotype that isn't true, or is it true?
You know what? I would say majority of people definitely do drink hot drinks in the UK.
Yeah,
We are
most people drink.
definitely an outlier. There's like jokes in our local wall when we walk in. Would you like a cup of water? Because they normally offer you a coffee or a tea, but no point with us.
Basically, once I think I can feel good on this move,
Yeah.
I'll have like I need to start going from the start. Until that point, I feel like it's.
Definitely.
I do wonder if the heel method.
Maybe with a new pair of naiads it'd be
Yeah.
worth it. But Matt, if you're listening, can you bring a new pair of naiads with you? Thanks.
Oh, it's so close. The foot was a little bit closer in.
It's always the way.
Because you go straight into the drop knee,
Mm.
and then you'd be chilling.
And you don't think you could like almost like slide it along the bottom bit to hit to.
Well, I'm wondering maybe you could go just to the bottom bit, or is there something else? Could you? try the original thing, but I feel like I'm kind of tired in it. It's so skin intensive that I kind of want to see if there's anything else now later on in the session.
Yep.
I definitely am not going to send today, I don't think.
Are you still keen on trying the final move with the Nalabita? Like going
Ah, yeah, I should try that actually. That's a good point. Okay, I'll try this 1 or 2 more times and try that. Oh, that looks so much worse from here. No, that's not gonna work. Oh, this way just seems crazy though. No, I think the other way is. This feels a lot better than this for me.
So his Nala is shorter or taller than you?
Shorter.
He's shorter. Oh.
I think maybe the same length arms.
He's just some mythical character in my world.
I know. Basically everyone's world now.
Yeah. There were some people asking if you had spoken to him, but
No.
never even seen him in real life.
There was just came out a video
Yeah.
of Nale, and it was like the first major video of Nale in a few years again, and it was actually a blast from the past when he was in the Grampians in Australia. Yeah, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So funny.
He's playing us.
If you do the heel way, you get here and here. Suppose though with the heel way, the crux
Mm-hmm.
becomes the first and the last move. So
Yeah.
if you could dial the last move in,
Mm-hmm.
then when you get through the first move, you've probably got a good shot. Whereas the other way, you've still got the first move, but then you've got the second move, and the third move, and the last move.
But I feel like you can get the last move a lot more dialed on
Exactly.
the OG beta than you can on your
On
new.
the, see, on the, on the new one, because you just have to take the cut, you have to be like intense, whereas this one
Yeah.
can come from the drop knee.
So I almost think the originals, even though it's got more low percentage moves, their percentage is still higher than doing the first move on that one.
Maybe, yeah.
Could you go into the drop knee after releasing the heel hook, and then reposition your hands and the body?
Maybe. I don't know actually. That'd be quite an interesting one.
Hello, well.
Okay, that's better. Whoa. If you're too tired, I think they'd probably stick that there now.
Yeah,
So
because
you do the
yesterday.
release and then you'd have to put the foot so far though. Probably.
But again, you didn't try yet the idea that you would come to the lower part with your left hand, then release
Yeah.
and then bump it up.
I think bumping it after release would be really hard though.
Oh, okay.
And also for me this is so much worse.
Okay.
I wonder what we need is another heel. Or another hold. There is the mini pinch. Because say you come to this at the heel, up to the good bit,
Yeah.
go to the mini pinch, put a heel here.
What do you think, guys? I'm not convinced.
Yeah, put a heel onto a 15 mil edge
Yeah.
and a 45-degree wall.
Sounds perfect.
Yeah.
It's cool being on the real one though and actually having all these options, like being able to look around and see all these different oh, maybe that one might be good.
It's unbelievable that there's actually this much option
Yes.
to move around and try different things.
Yeah, I truly didn't believe there would be any choice but to just kind of, left, right, up the boulder.
Yeah. Probably nobody else did it either.
No, I don't think anyone really thought of doing a heel.
Oh, I don't get how everyone else fulcrum. It feels really horrible to me.
Okay, your last 2 holds are in the sun now.
Are they?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. I think I'm pretty deep.
I've got my hot pack that I'm like...
I thought about bringing one for myself as well, but
I've got a spare one if you want.
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay.
The warm up in the glove.
Yeah. We forgot gloves, which is the one thing we forgot, gloves. Add it. Nice.
Whoa, I'm not hitting that well.
Yeah.
Good link.
It's nice to be tired and be able to get through the top, I think.
You're going quite red.
Look red.
Yeah.
I'm probably sunburnt. Like, for
Blimey.
real. Get sunburnt so easily and I didn't put any sunscreen on today. So.
No, you refuse to put sun cream on.
It's really like often during the springtime, you actually get sunburned because of the
snow,
reflection on the snow.
I put sun cream on every day and laughs at me, but I refuse to
I
get
don't
burned.
laugh at you, I just don't.
You don't
put it on.
understand it, don't appreciate it.
I mean, when it's cloudy in the UK, it's a bit...
Right.
How much more are you gonna try today?
Probably not much.
Yeah.
I think my skin's pretty bad now, and I'm pretty tired. I think rest. Tomorrow looks like bad weather.
Yeah.
Then maybe check it out Sunday, see how it's faring up, and then
With Toro.
yeah, I think Monday looked good.
I think, yeah, the weekend's a bit of a write-off.
Let's see. 10 days.
Our Finnish local will tell us.
Tomorrow
What the
it's
weather
like
is.
plus degrees, even in nighttime, and
Wow.
some
That's
water.
hot.
Yeah, some water, and then Sunday the same thing.
Ah.
Monday some snow and some water.
It's not
But
good.
Tuesday looks like super good. 4 degrees, sunlight, and during the nighttime it's like -3.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
So everything should dry up. The like below 0 temperatures during the nighttime. So
Nice. That's good.
Mhm.
Because yeah, 4 degrees. I mean, this is like really warm.
now it's 2. It's 2
Two.
degrees. Yeah, but the sun.
That's really warm.
Yeah, the sun warms it up.
Surprised you don't got the fan on.
Yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of noise. I don't think it's great for the stream.
To be honest, the snow is louder than the fan.
Yeah, but only when you walk around.
Yeah. Which I'm doing a lot of.
Do
Sorry.
you think that taking off your shirt actually helps?
Yeah, I mean, we have
Yeah,
had
so-
quite a lot of tops off the power.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Adam, when I was in the Czech, he told me it was like days when it was snowing and stuff. It was real cold, and he was like, if you're not topless, you're not trying.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then since that, basically, I've had that when there's been so many times I just have to take it off to even be trying. But I was thinking if I keep it on now for these sessions, when I go for sends and I take my top off, it'll be like way better, right?
Probably.
Plus it's so much more Instagrammable.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in 2 coats, so I can't imagine taking my top off.
Yeah, it's okay.
You
Then
also
again.
complain about being cold in like 40-degree heat, so
Each to their own. Add it. Oh.
went over the hold. Went right up here. I'm so unsure as to how to use this now. That's not option. Hmm. Whew. Very hard to know. maybe that is just what I need to do. Just hold it in the like the way you hit it when you match. I do feel like I can do that. I just need to hit this well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Watching you, it seems that the first move and then coming to the match, you really can't readjust those. But on the next hold, you can actually, after you get your fade out, you can actually readjust them and put them in a better position.
Yeah, so it's like fight for this and then make it a bit better. And this move for sure at the start of sessions feels a lot easier. It's like a real like power intense hold because it's such a pinch. Whereas like the edges you can kind of hang a bit more on. But yeah, I think that one's quite important.
It's already like 12:15.
Yeah. It's been a long one. Thanks for all sticking around.
No worries. I have my day free.
Yeah.
I was like I said, I was anyway going out bouldering, so this is like, and I'm going after this, so
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm like meeting up my friend, like on the way back to Helsinki. So
Oh. Is there a lot of bouldering then on this like coast then?
yeah, well, I think. Do you know the app like 27 Cracks?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Finnish based.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Because I was gonna say it's not that great in other countries that I've been to.
Okay. Yeah, it hasn't like gotten a hold over like in other countries, but if we look at the if we look at just the areas around Helsinki, you have like just in the urban area you have like over 100 crags. Like this far away from Helsinki, there's around like you can easily put that into 200, and these are only the premium tokens, so double that. Right, so there's a lot of climbing around Finland.
Check it out. Thank you.
And if you want, you can buy like a week-long or 1 month subscription, and it's like
That's
I think it's
promising.
like €9 or something like that, and then you can access all of those. So
That sounds good.
not an intentional advertisement.
Yeah. It's good to know. To be honest, I only know about the gnarly projects, to be honest.
There's a lot to climb. Actually, just near the parking spot you might have yesterday saw. Well, if you left your car over here, then you didn't see the like. The
Oh,
area
we
here.
drove down a bit further.
Yeah.
So we did see it, and we were like, oh wow! But it's all covered in a lot of snow, so
Yeah.
we're a bit like, have to come back when it's a little bit more melted.
And there's some good lines on those boulders as well, but nothing that hard. There's only like up to 7C plus, I think.
Mm.
But good boulders anyway.
Yeah. At it. At it.
Oh, almost. It is for sure harder to do the last move like that.
Mhm.
But then you're just really tired already.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, like, coming from the start, having it so much easier to that point, could well be good.
Yeah, got enough beans to go for it. And it didn't seem miles away.
No, that was almost there again. It's not quite hitting the hold right.
You'll have to try it at the beginning of the session.
Yeah. I think it's...
Done for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, my skin's real bad now.
And the sun's come round.
I think the only thing that, like, I didn't do with that beta was the bump from the low one to the high one, but I think with the new heel that would work.
Is your skin gone?
Yeah, it's pretty bad now. Quite a few tears.
Are you going again?
No.
Okay, do you want
I like to do the mantle, but I don't think any point. It's pretty
I was going to say, do you want to show your skin?
There's no like big cuts, but in here that's pretty deep. It's just cut through there. There's like lots of bits where it's like one spike will go in, and it like tears around. But that's like 2 days in a row, and today was what, an hour and a half session or something? 2 hours. So it's not too bad.
No, did all right.
No, I think we can get some good skin, come fresh. Hopefully this move will work.
I mean,
I don't know.
just for all of those asking what the angle is, I'll come right to the side so you can actually see.
Quite steep.
Yeah.
You can use the icicles for it. Like.
Oh yeah, the pretty icicles down here. They show you the angle.
Wonder.
Really hope that doesn't work. Felt quite good though.
Uh-oh.
Just this shoe instead of the other one.
Yeah, okay.
But I normally don't like the toes on these, so I'd be surprised if I felt like it better. Oh.
Luckily, there's no toe hooks on this route.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can show you around. It's quite nice. You were saying it's a logging area, yeah.
Well, basically, like almost all Finland is,
Oh,
almost all Finland is like logging, either private land or owned by the government.
Nice.
Finland
Yeah.
has a long history of that.
Any last questions, do you think, or
some people wanted to see the holds again.
Yeah.
You can do that.
talk through them?
Yeah. Guessing some people weren't here yesterday, but yeah, apart from that, I think with the climbing you're done, aren't you?
Yeah. Thanks a lot for joining, everyone. Huh? That's super cool. So, this is the starting right hand hold, which where's my hand here? Basically, you get like front two on that sort of quite good bit in there, and then the other ones just go in this sort of flat ledge, which is pretty bad. But yeah, you kind of get in the slot and full crimp. Then the left start is kind of like a flat edge. But I get it with this thumb, which no one else does. Everyone else full crimps. Most people hold it a bit lower down with this spike sort of as the key, and then trying to get in the back. Let's see close up of Will's feet. Oh no. Yeah, look, there's some OnlyFans content right there. There's a nice fan. Yeah, this is the hold you jump to. Do the first move and then match on. It's actually quite good. It's like 15mm edge or something. And yeah, you kind of get it in this sort of V, so it's a bit of a weird grip, but feels quite nice. And then you have to match over the top, but it's basically not really big enough to get more than 3, but as you probably saw, I kept hitting it in this sort of 4, and the 4th is really bad. Ideally I hit it 3 and then put the 4th there when I take my index off this hand, but I need the feet to stick for that to work, which I'm not making happen. And then, oh, sorry, I just fell over. This is then the sort of final cluster of holds, I say. It's kind of weird to explain. Basically the pinch, which is pretty deep for the 2 fingers, not so deep for the index, and then pinky just sits on this bit to the side. You get like a decent thumb catch. Sorry if this is really bad, I'm not very good at holding cameras. And then the left hand is like weird. It's like a bobble, but you have to get right into the back of it. And in that bit, it's quite in-cut and good, but it really like, you have to wiggle your fingers to get in. It's kind of like 3 fingers. And because of that, that's what gets this finger real bad. Then, well, the last hold you go to is kind of too hard to show, but it's basically like a big flat ledge. And yeah, the feet are all pretty small. So that's the foot that I'm jumping to the top from. This is the foot that you do the big like press out to the side. And then the only other feet really are the starting ones, which this is the starting right foot, which you then have to match. It's the one that I'm struggling to stand on. Essentially for the first move you get this big edge there, but for when you match you have to stand on the spike at the top, which is really bad. And then the left foot is even smaller, this tiny little edge here, which is cool. Cut your nails, man. Nice. Right, that's all the holds.
What's around the back? I mean, you can take them to the top.
Yeah, you can do.
You can go around the back. It's not that interesting. It is. There is beautiful blue skies. Ooh. Hopefully I don't fall over on my way around. But I mean, this is the back of the boulder. Kind of a mossy mess. And there's very nicely a very easy way to get up and down. So I guess I can show you up. Ooh. Gonna die on the way up probably. There we go. There we go. It's a nice view from up here. That's like the top out over there. Yeah. Don't really know what else to say. There's the dog. Canal. Oh, yeah. Let's go back down. We can say goodbye. Oh. Well, we went to the top of Burden.
Yeah.
And we saw the top out holds.
Nice. So they're not so bad though. Pretty chill slab, I think.
Yeah.
Just like a close mantle on the heel. Yeah.
Any closing thoughts?
Any closing thoughts? Really hard.
Goal for next session.
Goal for next session. I mean, obviously to do the link I was trying mostly, so hit the match to the top of the boulder.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I did the goal which would have been next session, which was starting here and like adding the moves. So I've done 3 moves, so it'd be cool to do 4. And then if I do that, the next goal would be 4 with the footwalk, and then just all of them. But I do also want to try the heel a bit more because it felt really good.
Yeah.
And I'm concerned that it's going to be the way.
Okay, people want more dog.
People want more dog. Right?
Yeah. So we're off to get the dog now. Sorry, Will.
A bit like road now.
Yeah.
Can't get down, are you good?
Nearly fell over, but yeah. Let's go to the dog. There you go, dog. Now you have become the centre. Whoa! Will! Oh my god! People that don't know what I fell in.
It's a lot of snow.
Canal, I don't know how you did it. She's lighter than I. Oh, I can't get out.
I like that. Show dog or unfollow. They got dog. It's a lot of snow. That's crazy.
Yes. Hey, Canal. Stream has descended into chaos.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna fall fall in the snow if I try petting Canal. Hey. Hey, Canal. Canal.
I think what's one of the really cool things, I think this has it to an extent as well, but like it's a lot harder than the holds list, but on airplane,
Alright.
since it's a bit longer, a lot of the holds are quite good, and you can actually pull on, so it's like very trainable, but also cool to try, even if it's a bit like...
Right, I think we'll end it there. Do you want to say bye, Will?
Yeah, bye. Thanks a lot everyone for joining. I hope that was enjoyable and interesting. It's super hard to know. So yeah, if it was good, I suppose I'll see in the comments maybe. But this will probably be the last live stream I do, because I think hopefully from now I'll be able to come for like more Sendy sessions, so I'll take a lot of rest. But I'll try and film stuff for some YouTube videos and more posts later. Thanks for joining and enjoy your day.
And bye from Canal.